Hi, my name is Antonio Robles, and today we're going to be talking about my science project. My science project title is called Can Colored Signals be detected with the grayscale sensor? My hypothesis is yes, every single color can be detected with the grayscale sensor because every single color is a shade of gray in it.
The grayscale sensor that I use for this project has an output range from 0 to 1,000. The problem is that in that data, it includes decimals. So to simplify it, I divided that output by 10 and then rounded that result to the nearest whole number to get rid of the decimal, making the data much easier to read. The research in my project is based on makeblock.com, howtomechatronics.com, and my dad's view on this. Some of the materials I used for this project was a MakeBlock kit, which included the grayscale sensor, the servo motors that I used, and the 7-segment display, which projected the data that I had. Other materials included the MBlock software, which I used to program my project, a computer, which I used to broadcast my code onto the project, a bag of Skittles, so the Skittles can be sorted, and 5 small cups for the colors, and some Legos and cardboard to build the project. The variables of my project are dependent being the accuracy of sorting of the Skittles, independent variable being the code, and control variable, which is the amount of light being projected onto the Skittle. I'm going to simplify the procedures of my project. First and foremost, I need to download the software of my project. Then, I tested the sensor to make sure it worked. After doing that, I simplified all the output data that I received. And then I also made a list of the results of the data by color so that then I could put that into my code. Then, each time the Skittle was detected, it would send that data to the 7-segment display. And then also, it would be able to broadcast it to 5 receivers, each one containing data that when matched, it would be activated. So what I mean is, every time it would be sent, it would be say, okay, I have this, now who do you want me to match it to? And say, okay, I'm here, I have a batch, now what do you want me to do? When matched, I want you to move the guide rail to its designated cup, drop it, and then go back to 0 so that the input sensor can bring another one, detect it, and keep doing that in a loop. After doing that, my third procedure was to build a model for my grayscale sensor so that I can put everything into order, everything into place. My fourth procedure was to test and collect my data so that I could then get my final results, plug them in, keep testing to make it work all progress into one smooth and great run. To conclude, I was able to find and collect my data to prove my hypothesis was correct. Even though, yes, the grayscale sensor could detect it, there were some problems. For example, the Skittle has that S on it, and you think, oh, the S wouldn't do anything, but in reality, it has a huge effect. The S is the color white, and you see white is in the yellow area, so it would detect it and be like, okay, I have yellow. But the code would say no. Be like, okay, which one's right? So in order to stop that, I wrote 3 different types of receivers for each color, so that it would receive that sort of range area for each color and be like, okay, I have these 3 numbers, it's in that area. I'm able to go on. So it's sort of like a safe route. I'm playing a safe route here for my code. And to conclude, my project did work altogether in a smooth and solid run.